Hi and welcome to my channel. My name's Teresa and I'm the car boot crafter, and if you've been here before then welcome back. I hope you had a fabulous Christmas and New Year, but if you're new to the channel, welcome. I really hope you enjoy my videos and would consider subscribing to my channel. Anyway, so today I've been into my local shopping centre, and of course I had to pop into the works, be rude not to, and they've got a few things on sales. I'm trying not to buy Christmas stuff, so I try to ignore the Christmas stuff, but they did have some of these crafting kits on sale. So I had a look and I've picked up this crystal bracelet set. I used to do a little bit of jewellery making, and I still use some of the stuff that I've got in my crafting, but I thought it'd be nice to have a go at something, and the kit I'm hoping has got everything I need. So yeah, so originally it was £8, or it was 2 for 12 or 3 for 15, and it was in the sale for £4. But with my works loyalty card, I think it is it a loyalty card? I'm sure you'll know, but with my works loyalty card, I actually didn't pay very much at all. I got quite a £2 or £3, £2 something, not quite £3, £2 something knocked off. So it was only cost me £1.40 something, I think it was, or £1.30. Anyway, let's take this off and get into it, and we can see what we get for our points for our money. So I'll do that. There we go. Take the sleeve bit off. I'm going to pop it over there out the way and see what's in the box. So, quite a big box, but it feels really light. So let's have a look. So, oh, I can see pink. Oh, okay. Well, that's a big box for not a huge parcel inside. Okay. Well, I'm sure I can use the box for something. So let's have a look what we've got in the parcel. Use the scissors to cut through that. There we go. And right, okay, let's move the tissue out the way. I might just keep that, I might use that for something. So we have a make it your own way, or make it your way card. We've got some stickers, we've got some cord, and a whole load of crystals. We've also got okay, so you get those as well, the cards. Didn't expect that. You get the cards, you get a subscribe to Prima, and hoping that these are the instructions, the Prima, oh, and small photos of the, for some inspiration, I suppose. So yes, right, okay, should we have a go at making these together? Looking at them, I can't see that they're hugely a problem. So let's see, have I got a little tray somewhere? I have got a little tray somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So let's get into these anyway and see what we've got. Oh, let's unknot it first. That might help. And I do have not a little tray. I do have a little lid. There we go. That's a lid, so I can use that. Let's just tip them out. I just want something so that's going to stop them from going everywhere. Let's tip them out and see what we've got. Nice little organza bag, so I can keep that. And then we've got some crystals. We've got a needle threader for some reason. So we've got lots of beautiful crystals. Let's hold those up. And these look like spacers. And we've also got some larger spacers. So perhaps if I sort of sort those out a little bit. So I think it said on the outside that there should be enough for 5. So let's have a look what we've got. Move all the crystals down this end. See if we can get our spacers in. If there's enough for 5, then hopefully I'll be able to tell how many crystals on each bracelet they recommend. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm hoping there's 10 of these larger ones, because I imagine that these are probably going to be at the end. Let's take them all off. I reckon, oh, there's actually more. I can see more of those larger spacers. There we go. Ah, there's quite a few more than I was expecting. It's going to take a minute to sort these out too, bear with me. And then we can have a go at making a bracelet or two. Oh, that's a crystal, not a spacer. Does it say on the, let's have a look, on the contents, let's have a look. So black cord, I've got that. Pack of spacers, threading needle. Oh, I didn't see a threading needle. Ah, is there a threading needle? Let's have a look if it's in the tissue. No, no threading needle. Oh, unless they mean that. Do they mean that, do you think? That's not a threading needle. Or is it, I would have called that a needle threader. Threading needle, organza bag, gift cards, instruction booklet, and there's a downloadable guide. Oh, I didn't know that. Didn't read that. So let's put these out the way. I think if I know how many of these spacers there are, then I can work out how to use them when I put it together. I'm going to follow the instructions and see what they say, because hopefully might have to count how many crystals are actually on the photos, just so as I can tell. Oh, I think that's it for spacers. Not as many as I thought there'd be. There's more of these than I thought there'd be, and less of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of those. So that's odd, because it makes 5 bracelets, so that's 3 of those per bracelet. And okay, and then how many of these little ones have we got? Because I kind of assumed when I looked at the packet that those would be at the end of the bracelets, with these and these in between. But anyway, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15 of those as well. So there's 3 of these and 3 of those per bracelet. Okay, that maybe makes sense. We'll see. Let's move these out of the way because I don't want to distract with those. So gather all the contents together and cut out 5 pieces of cord at 30 centimetres. So 30 centimetres is about 12 inches. So let's see what we've got on here. They've knotted it, which means that I've got to fiddle around to get it unknotted, which is really annoying. I'd much rather it was on a card or something. When things like this are knotted, you end up with more knots. So what's the weather like by you? It's not very nice outside at all today. We've had quite a bit of weather, shall we say, outside. So I'm having a nice afternoon in the craft room, hoping to get some sorting out done, and I'm going to start getting rid of stuff out the craft room. I think over Christmas, well, even before Christmas, I think last year, I started to realise that I've got too much stuff, which is common for crafters, I think, isn't it? But I can't see the wood for the trees, as it were. Sometimes I sit in here and I have an idea, but then I can't find what I want. So whether it's a particular ink pad or a particular die, just can't find it. See if I've loosened that up a little bit. See, this is why it annoys me when they knot the cords. Because even though I don't mind undoing knots, it does take a little while. And they've pulled it tight as well, which doesn't make life any easier than it could be. And even though I've got my glasses on, because the weather's not too good today, it's quite dull in the craft room. Don't know if I've got anything. Where's my pokey tool? Maybe my pokey tool will help. There it is. I know I've got it somewhere. Now, don't do this at home, folks. Because is this springy? Oh, it is. It's springy. It's elasticated cord. So note to self: don't pull it when you're measuring it. See, and that's another thing, isn't it? If it's stretchy, then knotting it makes it even harder to undo. There we go. I should have started off with the pokey tool. Right, so I should be able to get 5 out of this. So let's check first and see how much we've got. So there's, I'm not pulling it, so there's 1. There's 2. Oh, there's 3, 4. I'm going to struggle to get 5 out of that, aren't I? I'm going to have to be really exact with it. Let's get me scissors. I think they've given you exactly the right amount of cord, which is a little bit frustrating. Usually on these kits they give you a little bit more. So don't stretch it. There's 1 at 30 centimetres. And then let's do another one at 30 centimetres. So yeah, my local The Works shop has got quite a few different sorts of crafties. Almost, I don't know whether it's bits and bobs that they've kept from last year, or whether it's, you know, some of it is stuff they had in for Christmas. I can tell that, because some of it's very definitely Christmas themed. But I didn't want, you know, I think what I've done in the past is bought Christmas stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bought Christmas stuff and ended up with too much. Okay. Oh, look at that. See, that's number 5, and it's still shy of 30 centimetres. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. I'm going to put that one to one side because I might not use it. I might see if I've got some sort of cord myself. Right, okay, so that's step 1, is cut all your cord at 30 centimetres. Lay out your first piece of cord, and depending on what variation of crystals you want to use first, lay out your design with the spacers underneath your cord, so you can play around, decide how it looks before you begin. And there's a not so brilliant picture on there of how to do it. Okay, so let's have a look at. I'm going to make one for my daughter who loves amethyst. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 pieces. Let's take out 5 pieces of amethyst. There's 5. I'm sure I've got a lot more than that there, haven't I? Let's do it. Let's sort it. So 5, and then I've got 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. But you know what I'm going to do? Rather than it looking a bit odd, because if I try and do it with those, I'm going to take that one and bring this one in. So I've still got the 6. I've still got 6 spaces. I'm going to use these 2 at the end, and these to go between my amethyst, like that, and that one, and then these 2 I'm going to put at the end. And what I might do is with 4 of them, do that. And oh, there's just too much here for. So if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that would be 25 pieces. So I've still got quite a lot left over. So I can be really picky about what pieces of amethyst I want to use. It's also about trying to find where the hole is in the amethyst. So that's a nice piece, but where's that? But the hole, I think, where's the hole on this? If the hole was end to end, I think I would use it, but I don't think it is. I'll leave that one there. I've got another piece of amethyst. There we go. And the hardest part for me at the moment is trying to find out where the holes are. So, which you'd think that they'd be a little bit more. Ah, right, okay, there we go. So I'm guessing that that's how I'm going to thread them using this. I think that's how I'm going to thread them. So do I want that piece? I might swap that one in for that smaller piece there, like that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nice sizes of amethyst there. So I'm going to take one of my cords. Now, what do it say to do? So I've got it spread out. I know what I want to do. When you're ready and happy with your design, start by tying a knot 1/3 of the way down your cord. Okay? So 1/3 of the way down, so about 10 centimetres. Let's be really methodical and bring that in. So that's 10 centimetres. So that's where I need to tie my knot. Okay? I'm assuming it's just a box knot. Yeah, it's just to stop them falling off. So let's, yeah, pull it down that way a little bit. Okay, so we've done that. Now what do I do? Using your threader, start to thread each crystal one by one onto the cord. Now, do I use just the crystals? I'm sure the spacers have got to go on there somewhere, haven't they? Well, the spacers are on. Oh no, now let's have a look. So the spacers are on some of them, but not on all of them. Some of them have only got spacers at the end, and some of them have got spacers to decorate. Okay, that makes life easier. So I think what I will do is with this one is, do I want to? Oh, so I've got more pieces of stone and amethyst, haven't I? So I could put more amethyst on there and make it really, or I could put some clear with it as well, couldn't I? Or even do some clear. Hold on, let's play. Let's do this. So maybe if I put clear either side of that central one, Let's move that big one into the centre and that one across. So we've got that and that, and I could put some of my amethyst at either end. Oh, I'm just playing now. Right, I could put this at either end so that it's even more amethyst on it, like that. So I've got 2 spacer, single spacer, clear, large, clear, spacer, 1 spacer, 2 pieces of amethyst, and then I've got these 2 at the end. Right, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so what do I do? I'll go through here first, I think. So let's put that on there. I used to, years ago, have one of those, what do they call it? One of those trays. Yeah, that's not going to go any further. One of those trays that look like a loop, that you could line all of your stones, beads, whatever you had. Now, trick here is trying to find the hole again with this one. Where is it? There it is. So you could line them all up and see exactly where you wanted everything to go. So I think I'm going to break this threader, because some of these holes are a bit small. Right, so I wanted 2 at each end, didn't I? So I'm only going to do the one, and then I shall do the rest off camera, but hopefully there will be a photo at the beginning of this video with at least 4 of these done. I'm going to try to do the 5th one, but because it's a shorter cord, it might not be overly successful. Right, so these are the thinner spacers, the little ones. I did have some of these when I did my angels. That's something I need to do again, isn't it? I used to make keyring angels and sell them for a local hospice. So let's pop those through there. So yeah, I used to do them for a local hospice, but I haven't done them for quite a while. I need to think about doing those again. I know I've got a load of the beads and the wings for making the angels. I think it's some of the findings that I need to maybe purchase. Things like these that well, then they were similar to this, not the same, that I used for the halo on top of the angel. They used to sell really well, and I'd donated quite a bit of money for the hospice. The John Taylor Hospice, it is, in Erdington, Birmingham. So yeah, need to make some more of those, and then see about maybe getting to a market or a car boot or local craft fairs and selling them. This is not wanting to go through this clear one. Oh, there we go, got it, gotcha. Right, so clear one, and now this big one. So amethyst, oh, is quite a protective crystal, if you believe in crystals. I know some people do, some people don't, but even if you don't, they are pretty in jewellery, aren't they? But it's a protective one that helps with anxieties and worries. I have some geobes downstairs in the living room. I buy, not always, but when I'm on holiday, particularly at the coast of the UK, sometimes I will pick up a geobe or some crystals or something, and I keep them in a cabinet in the living room along with some very smelly candles. So you can imagine when you open the cabinet door, it smells absolutely gorgeous. So I can't remember whether I've got another one of these in case this one breaks. I hope it doesn't, but if it does, it's because these are really difficult to pull this cord through the holes in the amethyst, in the stones. I'm going to assume all of the stones are the same. I'm trying to find the holes. Oh, there it is, I think. Is that the hole? Trying to find the stones, the holes in these stones is not the easiest. No, I'm just kind of jabbing where I think there might be a hole, and then finding out with this one anyway that there isn't one there. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think because the light is not brilliant today. Let me bring in this one. If I bring this a bit closer, oops, hopefully that will help. See if that helps. Oops. And the answer is not really, because that still looks like a hole and there's nothing there. Is that it? I might have to give up on this one and use it something else. There's a couple of little creases in the stone, but I just can't find it. Right, let's see if I can. I'm going to use this one, which is quite a squared one. There, see, that one went through straight away. So I shall get someone with younger eyes to have a look and see if there even is a hole in that one. So that's gone through. So where am I? Right, spacer. There we go. Through like that. And pull. And I need 2 amethysts for this end. So that's a nice size one. Let's try that one. See if I can find a hole in this one. It's a very pale looking one. In fact, this one might not actually be amethyst. It might just be an amethyst colour. And I know that you can get amethyst in lots of different colours. But I'm just assuming that these purpley ones are amethyst. Because it doesn't actually say what they are on the box, what you get. So, oh, that one's gone straight in. That was lovely. So some of them are really easy, and one or two of them, like that one over there, not at all easy. Which is lucky that I've got so many. I love, oh, see now that's broke, hasn't it? Oh, that's a pain. That is going to be a pain, because I'm not going to be able to thread that back into there. And let's try it. I'm not going to be able to do all of them. I'm going to have to see if I've got another one of these before finishing, before starting any of the others. I might pop them away in the organza bag and then check. So that didn't last very long at all, did it? I'm not going to be able to use my fingers. Oh, I've lost it. There we are. I'm going to use my fingers to pull that along. Okay. So there is all of my amethysts and findings and clears on there. Right. Let's have a look. What do I do next? So repeat the process till all your crystals and spacers are threaded onto your bracelet. Done that. Once you've threaded all your crystals and spacers, tie another knot to stop them falling off. So that's where my first knot was. So I've got to put one this end. So I'm going to go fairly close, but not too close, because I want them to have a little bit of movement. Right. Are we done? There we go. Yep. So there we are. There's the stones all on there. And actually that just shows some of them are not very easy to slide along. So that's how small those holes are in that. Okay, right. Let me move my light out the way. I'm hoping I don't need it for the next stage. And I've got tissue paper everywhere. Okay, right. Now what? Now it's time to make a scaffolding knot. Oh gosh. In your bracelet. This will make it easy for you and your friends to get the friendship bracelets on and off. Make a staff. All right, I'm going to have to move these out of the way because it's been a long time since I've done a scaffolding knot. And I'm not entirely sure that I remember how to do it. Let's pop those out of the way. So shall we have a go together? Right, I just want to make sure those knots are outside of that and it's not too tight. Okie doke. Right, now to make a scaffolding knot you will need to form a loop at the end of your cord and then working back up wrap your working cord around both these lines 3 times. Once you've done this, work back towards your loop. Hold on. That sounds like gobbledygook, doesn't it? Right, okay, so if I can remember, let's move that out the way as well. So I don't know that these instructions are going to be very good. Form a loop at the end of your cord and then working back up, wrap your working cord around both these lines 3 times. Once you've done this, work back along the loop by feeding it through each loop. Pull the knot tight and test. Okay, so from memory, I used to do it around my fingers, didn't I? Let's do it that way because that side's slightly longer. So it's not so easy doing it on here. Right, now I've made a loop there. So do I wrap it front over back? Yes, front over back 3 times. 1, don't know whether this cord is long enough. 2, and I'm going over that first loop. I'm all fingers and thumbs. I'm sorry, this is not very good. So I've gone round and round, round again. I'm going to have to take it off my finger. I used to do it on my fingers, but I don't think that's going to work. So I've got to go around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Start again. I am sorry, guys. So hold it that way so that it's along your finger, and then using this side, is it front over back or back over front? I think it's front there, and the beads aren't helping because they're holding it down. Wrap it round, pull it through the bracelet, wrap it round again, pull it through the bracelet, wrap it round again, and I've run out of cord. So I'm going to have to take it off, and I can do it with 2 actually, can't I? Rather, I don't need 3, although the instructions say 3. And then this end that I've just been wrapping round goes through those 2 loops. So push it through and then pull, and that didn't work. Gosh, trying to remember. Right, like that, so that it's like, so I've got most of the cord there. Bring it up. Now I'm sure it's front over back and then under. Front and round, and wrap, so you're wrapping it round it all, and then again, these instructions are really not very good at all. Let's move it there so I can see it. So, okay, let's start again. So, got it out, make a loop. Make a loop. Is that what I've done wrong? You'll need to form a loop at the end of your cord and then working back up, wrap your cord. Do I do it like... Well, no, the loop is that, isn't it? That's the loop that I create with the bracelet. And then wrap it. Then wrap it around the cord. 1, I'm going to do it without my finger. 2, oh goodness, 3, and then do I wrap it this way? Am I going? I'm going the wrong way, I think. Ah, goodness. Okay, I think I need to start all over again with it. Let's see. Right, form your loop. Form your loop. Done that. And then, so they have to be going that way, don't they? Then, at the end of the cord, working back. Ah, right, I'm using the wrong end. It's this end I need to wrap round and hold that one out. 1, and I'm going to wrap it. I can't wrap it around my fingers because it just isn't working. It's too long, too short. 1, 2, 3, and then, oh, this just is not working at all. That goes that way. This one goes over. Like this. I am so sorry, guys. This is just me fiddling and getting it all wrong. 1, through, 2, through, and then bring it. I'm only doing 2, which is going to be a small knot because these are too small. Then thread this end through there. Let's see if that's right. Well, I am getting a knot. Is it a slip knot? Yes, there we go. Right. So what I was doing is I was doing the knots going through the wrong way. So that pulls that way and it pulls that way. Right, and I'm going to, it's only small, but I'm going to pull it out. So I'm going to put a little knot each end as well so it doesn't come off at all. So there's 1 at this end. I don't want it to just fly off and it's all been a complete waste of time. A little one that end, a little one this end, like that. So we've got 2 knots at either end, and then this one should slide. There we go. Sliding up either cord, each cord, like that. So you've got your bracelet. Right, okay, now this is very thin cord to be demonstrating with, but let me show you without the beads on there. Now that I've done, I think I've done it. So you've got it, you make your loop like that. Okay, so this one goes along your finger and it's this one we work with. Don't know why I was working with that one, completely forgot. So this is the one we work with. You take this and holding your loop, you go round once like that. Take it over your finger, bring it, so this is the loop we made, bring it through, thread it through your loop like that, over again, whoops, let's hold it steady, over again, but going that way. So don't come this way down your cord. Hold it that way, come back, go through that loop again, over, back and through. That's come off my finger because this, I need 50 centimeters rather than 30. Back through this, and then this time, so we've got it, we've wrapped it round. This time we want to take this end and starting here, push it along, thread it along those loops that we created. And you can do it like that, or you can take it off your finger to do. Once you've pulled it through, you pull it tight, not too tight because you want to be able to manipulate it. And then you've got your knot there, which you just pull along your cord. So you can make it bigger or smaller like that. And the way to make a double one, because you'll have seen them where you've got one either end, is just to flip it over like that, and using this end of the cord along your finger and this end of the cord you wrap it round. So I've done it, but to my mind these bits are not long enough. So what I'm going to do is undo that knot, and I'm going to see if I've got some cord that I can use for these beads and make it 50 centimeters instead of 30, because I think that extra 20 centimeters is going to make a big difference. So show you once again, 2 pieces of cord, this one over that one goes the length of your finger. It's just the way I was taught to do it, length of your finger. This one you put your fingers so you form that loop there, so it's round your fingers. Then bring this over and round and poke it through that loop, over and round, poke it through your loop. And you can do it twice, you can do it a third time. I'm going to do it twice. Push it through, so this ends that you've just threaded through, you're going to thread through those 2 loops, and then holding your bracelet bit, pull it tight like that. I'm going to have to practice this a bit more, I think, and like I said, get a better piece of cord to do it. It's got to stay this thin, hasn't it, for these to thread onto it. I wonder if, actually, it did say there's a download. I wonder if the download has got the instructions on doing your scaffolding knot a bit better. As I said, it's a long time since I've done any. I'm very, very rusty. So I'm sure, in fact I might, yeah, I'm going to have a look at the download and see if that's on there. But I've managed to do 1 bracelet, just the one. But I don't think I'm going to do any more with just the 30 centimeters, unless I was doing them for children, and I don't think these are suitable for very young children. So right, a little bit disappointed with that. If we just had a little bit more cord, I think that would have been very successful. Anyway, I'm going to see you in the next video. You take care. Bye for now.